The Niagara Falls History Museum is launching an exhibit highlighting the successes of local women throughout history. Curator Suzanne Mose explains.
We actually started building this exhibition in 2018. We hoped originally to launch it in late 19 or perhaps 2020, and then when COVID hit, everything, of course, shifted and changed. And the purpose of it was to look into the collection, look into the stories from our city, and highlight women's roles within the labor force.
Who exactly is featured in the exhibit?
A variety of women from the city of Niagara Falls are featured. Many have passed, but we also are featuring some young women that are still with us and working as artists today. We have about 16 different sections in the exhibition, and we are featuring over 50 objects by now.
Do you hope the exhibit will have an impact on women in the city?
I do. I hope that anyone that comes through the exhibition will think maybe a little bit deeper about women's roles in the labor force particularly, and the idea of invisible labor, all the things that get done behind the scenes. Maybe think a little bit about gender roles and where we've been, where we are, maybe where we need to go.
What exactly does the exhibit say about gender roles?
Well, we really are posing it as a question. We want people to think for themselves the idea of gender roles, the stereotypical idea of men's work versus women's work.
Suzanne, the tourism industry in Niagara Falls, does that play into the exhibit at all, or the roles of women?
It does. Tourist industry in Niagara Falls, as we all know it, has a very large female workforce, currently in hotels and the casino, and certainly in the service industry. But if you look back to just the post-war years, what we see here in Niagara Falls is that women would open up their homes. It sort of resembles an Airbnb now. So when their male sons, husbands were away at war, it was a way for them to work within their home and earn a small living. So tourist homes, rooms for rent. So it was sort of using their skill set, the domestic skill set that we can all think of, and putting it to work in an entrepreneurial way.
The museum's 2022 film series builds on the exhibit by offering a series of films focusing on women's stories.
Sure, the series is called Screened Women, Changing the Narrative. It's 5 films. They start on February the 10th, Thursday nights. They are free with membership, $5 for people who don't have a membership. And the whole theme of this series are different women's stories. So we'll see Joan Nix, who's our film programmer, unpacking all of those films and their storylines just a little bit deeper. So it's built actually to coordinate with the exhibition.
A Woman's Work is Never Done opens on February 3rd and runs until November 13th. For more information on this and the Thursday night film series, visit niagarafallsmuseums.ca. For The Source, I'm Brenda Schultz.